Today I have something extra special for you. I have the best articles that were on Reddit for the week. This is all the news that you want to see. First up, we have this article on Reddit, the Lorcana Math Volume 1. This was done by Plus Review 4287. It's a really cool summary of what's been going on so far with the spoilers. Here you can see in the article it says Saturday, May 13th, 78 cards have been spoiled, 38% of the total 204. 58 of those spoiled are characters, and then the rest are removal actions. He talks about fire the cannons can banish 14 targets. Smash will banish 28. Ire and Smash together adds another 10 to 51. Double Smash banishes everyone except for Steel Mickey, Maurice, and King Hades. Mixing Let It Go and Dragonfire banishes 57 targets. Emerald Aladdin 2-drop is the only survivor with Ward. The fringe case here is having Aurora out and having the upgraded Aurora that actually protects everybody since you can no longer be targeted. That's why this Aladdin can't get removed by any of these as well, because he's not allowed to be targeted by any removal cards. That's just the way that word works. Here what's actually cool is King Hades challenges 55 of the characters announced and banishes 52 of them. He'll just survive against everyone except for the dragon Maleficent. The Maleficent Ruby Dragon challenges and banishes 55 characters and survives all but 7. Simba can challenge and banish all 58 characters and survives all but 3. Gantu, King Hades, and Maleficent. Ruby Mickey can challenge all 58 characters but only banishes 52. He survives all but 7. So what's cool here is the King Hades, I believe, is yellow, then it's red, gray, and red. So the top fighting cards are out of red and gray so far that they've announced. So he goes through some of the stats here. Simba's the biggest, being an 8-6 when he's attacking. King Hades is a 6-7, Dragon Maleficent is a 7-5, and Gantu is a 6-6. Those are the biggest cards we've seen so far: Simba, King Hades, Maleficent, and Gantu. It'll be interesting to see what happens. He talks about Hey Hey and Steel Mickey, but I'm not too familiar with those cards. Beast is the only item removal so far, which I'm sure there will be more coming. I think it's the best summary that we've seen yet, and I hope he does more like this. And in the comments here, we have peak off-season content. I couldn't agree more. This is better than some of the spoilers and news that we've seen lately. Other than this, there's a post about Gencon. I found a better update here on the Mushu report, which is actually the first time you can actually buy Lorcana cards. So the first event at Gen Con is actually a learn to play demo. This is where you spend an hour with them, they give you a starter deck, and you learn how to play the game. It says here that there are 34 time slots between August 3rd and August 6th. So if you really want to learn to play the game from them, you can try to get one of these hour slots, $20. I guess if they're limited on starter decks, this might be a way to pick up one of them. Besides that, they have casual play, where if you manage to get your hands on cards, you can come play. They have a maximum of 60 players, it looks like. The 1 hour duration. They have 3 slots for August 6th. And then they have the starter deck challenge, which has 7 slots between August 3rd and August 5th. It lasts for 4 hours, but there's a maximum of 59 players. And this is like a 3 round casual tournament where everyone gets a starter, they get to open a booster pack and make the best deck they can out of that. I think there's going to be a lot of people in line for this, and obviously not everyone's going to be able to get in. So if you do want to go to Gen Con and get in on this tournament, I wish you the best of luck, honestly. And then finally, they have a Gen Con finale where they'll have the top 8 finishers from the starter deck challenge, and they will invite them to come back and play. It says that there's no fee. It says that the format is secret, and you'll be provided everything you need to participate. But then down here it says there's a cost of $20, which I'm assuming is the $20 cost from the previous tournament. And again, we don't know anything about this, but they're kind of keeping it hidden. But this will be a maximum of 64 players in this. I don't know how that works if they're only keeping the top 8 finishers. So I'm just reading the information off the screen for you guys. Maybe they're limiting that room to only 64 people. But what can we glean from all this information? Gen Con's going to be the only place where you can actually buy cards before the August 16th street date. And I believe this takes place on August 3rd is the first date that they're actually open. And they're probably going to have limited stock. They might have starter decks. They might have packs. They might have all the products. Gen Con's a huge conference. Lots of people show up. If you do want to get your hands on cards, like, and you're already going to Gen Con, it might be something where you can show up and try. But I know when they did like the D23 conference, it was an absolute nightmare for people. They had very limited supply. There wasn't enough for everyone who showed interest. And I'm assuming the same thing's going to happen here. If you are lucky enough to get your hands on cards, awesome, but I'm sure they're even selling limited sets here. I'm doubting anyone's going to be walking away with a full booster box from Gen Con. If I missed any really great news or articles from the week, let me know in the comments. I'd love to see them and see more good information that's coming out. Subscribe, and I'll see you in the next video.